Hello, beautiful people. Happy Tuesday. I wanted to just kind of give a brief video on a theme, again, that shows up with clients, and also something that I feel is just a collective theme right now, and that is the theme of forgiveness. And forgiveness can be a tricky one, especially for our ego. As the ego is always looking for right and wrong, good and bad. It's looking for fairness, it's looking for justice. And while none of that is wrong, forgiveness is something that really, actually, when you get down to it, it requires a letting go on some level of these ego identities. So this is going to be very personalized for you. But here's some tips to forgiving in a way that can give you a framework just to kind of check and see if these will be helpful in your individual circumstances. So one of the reasons that forgiveness has been coming up a lot for people right now is because I think energetically we're sensing that we're moving in a completely new direction as a collective, and possibly individually as well. You might feel like things in your life you don't even recognize what's happening in your life. It's like you're completely making it up as you go, because I feel like we are. And so we're moving into this totally new way of being in the world, and also connecting and being with each other. And because we're moving into this completely new way of doing things, it requires that we let go of the baggage. It requires that we completely surrender certain stories or expectations or need to understand. We are being asked to surrender and let go of this weight. So even though our unconscious mind wants to figure things out, it's a way to try and stay safe. So if you think of it in an animal perspective, even though animals aren't thinking, I want to figure out why that other, zebra did what they did, they're not thinking like that, even though we do. So that's why we have a primal mind, but we also have this other, more advanced mind that is helpful to us, but also hinders us sometimes. And so when it comes to forgiving and letting things go, if we can access the wisdom of our primal mind and remember that we have the ability to live moment to moment, just like animals do, we have the ability to be free of the baggage of the past. Animals aren't necessarily living in the past. They're not even really remembering the past. They're really just in their life as they're moving through it, and therefore they have access to all of their strength. They have access to all of their resources for exactly what is needed in every moment. And that's because they don't have what I call preoccupation with anxiety or worry or depression about the past or worry about the future. They literally have access to all of them and all their resources, all their power when they need it, because it's not being distributed by this other part of the mind that's kind of preoccupying. It takes up a lot of energy. And especially right now, as we're navigating COVID or we're navigating this pandemic, it literally takes so much more energy just to do the bare minimum. And if we can give ourselves and others permission to not have to live up to a standard that our ego has set, that is going to free you from some weight. So again, I want you to just take what I'm speaking to right now, these concepts, and just use it in your own life. So these are just general concepts about forgiveness, and it's really up to you to kind of run these through your own intuition and see if they fit for you. So you may consider saying to yourself or doing some kind of a ritual around forgiving yourself Forgiving doesn't mean that something was wrong. Forgiving means that you now forgive or let go of any unconscious ways of being, any unconscious ways of attracting certain things that you maybe didn't want into your life, or unconsciously choosing certain things. Total forgiveness, clean slate, totally starting new for yourself. This is available to you at all times. It's available to others at all times. And us forgiving another for something that we feel like was wronged or, wronged us or whatever, by us forgiving the other person, it's not for them. They don't even need it. They're not waiting around for us to forgive them. It's for us to feel less heavy and to be able to have access to all of our resources and our intuition and our power in every moment to really use it for what's most important, which is your life. So forgiving yourself, forgiving another person, even taking the time to get clear on if you are holding any resentments from anybody in the past, from any time from today past. If there's anyone that you're holding grudges against, or you're feeling like if you met them in the street today, like you would be really uncomfortable, really get clear on who those people are and do some kind of a ritual or a letting go or a conscious letting go or conscious forgiveness practice for each one of those people and situations, of letting them go so that you now have full access to yourself. So those are the first two: forgiving yourself, forgiving others, and then giving up any desire that you have to get even or to punish, or some role that you may have taken on for it to be your job to be the judge, right? If we're getting into archetypes, how many of us have fallen into the role of being the judge this year or the victim this year? So no judgment, but really getting honest with ourselves. Have I become the judge this year? And how has that been unconsciously, kind of sabotaging my ability to tap into my power? Or have I unconsciously fell into the victim? And what can I do now to fully have access to my power? What can I let go of? What is me holding on to whatever that is? How is that actually serving me? If it's not, am I willing to let it go? And do this several times. You might go through those 3 steps. So the first one, anything that I need to forgive of myself. Second one, anything I need to forgive of others. And the third one, am I willing to give up any desire to punish or get even or to be the judge? And then really move through those 3 steps over and over again until you feel clear. And as you're doing that, you're going to notice that there's other things that pop in for you, of other ways that you weren't even aware of, that you've been giving your power away or being preoccupied with other outside of yourself. So that's a big message that's been coming through for a lot of people, and I just wanted to share it with you so that you can fully feel empowered as you're moving forward. This month is going to continue to get it's going to get wild. That's my sense, is that things are going to start getting more unpredictable. And we're going to need all of our resources. We're going to need all parts of us to be able to navigate. And to holding a grudge right now is not in anyone's best. It's just not. So see if you can find the space to let go of that so that you can pull your energy back in order to get on track for these faster and quicker energies that are coming in. And also setting your intention to connect with others that are going to really help you get through these the next couple of months, because intuitively I feel that they're going to pick up and things are going to get it's going to be even more important that we're connecting and getting support from one another. So forgiveness is key, Reach out if you have any questions. I love to connect with you. Have a beautiful Tuesday. Bye.